We are outside Le Petite Pois here in Galway City, and we're going to pop in and talk with the owner, Michele. Michele, thank you so much for meeting me, first of all.
Thank you for asking.
No bother. I was shocked to hear that you're not a trained chef.
No, I'm not.
So, just tell me a bit about your background, how you got from not being a chef to owning a restaurant. What were you working as before you opened the Petite Pois? What was your job?
I was the sales. So I was the sales for softwares to banks and insurance, and I was working often with big groups that have branches in the UK, in Ireland, and so I needed really to be able to talk English and correct English to express myself in front of different bankers, and so.
Was there a lot of things you would say in that job, expertise or experience that has helped you now in running a kitchen and running a restaurant?
I think I've been really helped by what I did before. Being very cautious on the figures helps you really because when you realize you're doing like that and you haven't been in a school for it, I mean you would like to put really fantastic things on the plate, and you have still to think that you still have to live on it. So you can't just do what you want to do. You have to be
the business side was very important.
You have to think of the business side, even if that's not what you like. You still have to live with it, otherwise you just have to quit the job. So that's kind of the complex balance between what you would like to do and what you can do. So
you're probably as French a restaurant as I've ever seen in Galway. I love French cuisine. In my opinion, French cuisine is la cuisine, the cuisine, it's the best cuisine, it's the found cuisine. Would you agree that?
What I would say is maybe French cuisine may not be the best cuisine. I think I love cuisine from all and every country. There is something to pick up everywhere. But I think we have good basics, which is very important for me. I mean, when you do a stock, you do it with vegetable, you don't do it with powder. When you want to do a sauce, you don't start it on powder, never ever. You start it with what it needs, shallots, onions, whatever, and some veal stock or something. But I mean, I think that's what makes the difference in what we can do, is you can twist Italian things, Irish things, whatever you want with the basic of French, and add something to it. I mean, I'm very inspired by different things. I can do a sobo, which is Italian. I can really go for Moroccan tagine. I have no issue with that at all. I can even do a fish and chips French way with no frying at all. But I mean, the idea is to stick to some bases that you have to really have digested to make them yours anyway. Change them, always twist a little something somewhere, because I don't like following a recipe from beginning to end. I've never liked that, even when I started. I mean, you always have to think, no, I don't like that ingredient in it. What can I put in place, you know? And freestyle is, I think it's really important to make yours basis, and then to,
in terms of ingredients, are there ingredients that you would say are Irish, grown or reared in Ireland, that are better than the French? No, I'm very interested. France are world renowned for world-class ingredients.
Yeah, we do have, but I think Italy might be better for vegetables than French, really. Because of the sun, anyway. But I would say in Ireland, we have some things. I think in France I never use parsnips. It's really an English ingredient for me. There is, but usually we use turnips. We have a lot of small turnips, really nice ones. And kale is obviously something that we don't use in France, I would say. So there are some things like that I learned to cook here. There are some ingredients I'm desperately looking for. And I would say in terms of meat, lamb is unbeatable in Ireland.
Really?
And if you find the good ones, I mean, of course we have very good lambs in France. The one that I buy the sea, but that's salé, that kind of thing. It's really, really great, but it's very expensive. It's kind of, things you use for big occasions, I would say. But, lamb is really good. And then you have to think that cuts are different in Ireland than France.
Yeah.
So really? That's really kind of my issue each time I go for something different to think of how should I ask for it and what would I get if I ask for it. So
I know the cooking of meats is very different in France and things like we often, our Irish people often ask for a medium steak with no pink or no blood.
Medium, you would say medium to well done or well done.
So I think our understanding of it's very different in the French and the Irish.
Yeah.
Go back to before you came to Ireland. Before you ever came to Ireland, what were your kind of views of Ireland? What would you associate with Irish food or?
I think before going to Ireland, that I went to Ireland, I was very young. I was 18, so I would have said Ireland is the country of Guinness.
Okay.
That's the first thing that would have come to my mind. I don't know if I associated it with any food. I don't
really?
think so.
No. Okay.
I don't think so. In those years we were not talking so much of food and everywhere. It's become now a habit to talk about food. I would say. In France we are obsessed by food.
Yeah.
From the morning to the time to go to bed. And I think when I was working with my colleagues, we were always starting talking at 10.
Really?
Where do we go for lunch? Because we go out for lunch in France usually. We don't have snacks, so we have to go out. Yeah. It was always a
part
big
of your life, no?
Yeah, it's really part of your life. And what did you cook yesterday night? And any ideas for tonight? Or we're always talking food. Talking what we had, what we're gonna have, and how we're gonna do it. And that's a big subject of conversation, I would say. Just like here, you talk about the weather, we talk about the food. That's a way to get into contact with someone, to talk about food. So.
One thing I'm very interested here, like I'm a chef as well, and like most chefs, the dream is to open up your own restaurant. What are the challenges to opening a restaurant in Galway? What do you find?
Lots of competition.
Okay.
I think we have lots of restaurants considering the people living in Galway.
Okay.
I think we have very regular customer here that lives part-time in London and part-time in Galway.
Really?
And they say there are more restaurants per people in Galway than in London.
Wow.
And I'm sure it's right. We have a lot of restaurants. You have a lot of options when you want to go out. And a lot of different options, and depending on what you're looking for. And I think, the competition is hard.
What advice would you give to somebody opening a restaurant? One guy advised, what would it be?
Think of what you want to do.
Right.
Big, small place, really depends on what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Think of how you're going to organize your kitchen. Because if you don't get the kitchen right at the beginning, it's going to be a mess to live with it.
Right.
Always think big, but be ready for small.
Okay.
Just like your dream has to be big, because you need the energy it's going to give you.
Yeah.
But take your time. It's not going to happen just like that, and it's not going to be perfect when you start.
Yeah.
You're going to be tired, very tired at the beginning. The time to, I would say, the first year is really tiring. Then you get better.
Yeah.
You think you can't improve, you will. You will improve, you will be faster, you will be more efficient, you will still do things more fun.
Yeah.
And I would say something that's the trainer at Ducasse, my favorite trainer at Ducasse, which I stayed in contact with, last thing he told me is have fun in the kitchen.
Really?
Always have fun in the kitchen. And I think that's important.
Okay, nice.
Don't get overstressed. Don't throw things in the kitchen. No use. Don't yell. No use. Things are bad. Do them again.
That's counter to the classic French way of running kitchen. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best. You have a really interesting story about from going from not being a chef to owning a restaurant. For me, it's mad. But I wish you all the best. And
Thank you very much.
Coming back and talking to you again.
Thank you.